Peace and blessings. I am Regina. Welcome to Diva G's Reborns. And today we have with us Kaya. She is a 21-inch reborn from Bountiful Baby. I don't know how much time I have on, with my storage, but we're going to see how far we get. Um, I did already prime her and she has some long fingers and limbs. I kind of went over the kit a little bit before. So yes, so we're going to go ahead and get started with our foundation layer. We will put 2 layers of this on her, and afterwards we will go ahead in with our other colors. Okay, so I hope you are able to take a look at my previous live where I say I won a giveaway. And please do, please look at that live. And again, thank you to Making Reborn Dolls with Karen. Thank you again. So once again, this is the Kaya kit. And I also did a short on Kaya because you may remember when she arrived to me with a number of other kits from Bountiful Baby that her temple, one of her temple on her right side was slightly depressed, crushed in a little bit. And that can happen sometimes with a kit. That can happen sometimes. It could happen how the kit is stored, from the company that you're purchasing it from, or how it's um what do you call it, packaged when it's sent, maybe with multiple items. Okay, or it could even happen with you yourself, how you store the kit. Okay, because remember the kits come in a plastic bag, and there's no real protection with the kit in that way. So this temple, wow, it seems like I'm not, you know what, let me bring my chair down a little bit. Maybe that's what I need. Um, and because remember the kits, they don't have any real protection, you know, like that. So, her temple, this temple was depressed, and what I did in a short, I showed you how with boiled water, I was able to, kind of dunk her head a few times. Um, and it helped, and she bounced back to normal to what it was supposed to be. So I was happy about that. um you know and it's something that can happen. It can happen with any, with the head or the limbs. It can happen, and you at least know how you can correct that. Now that works with vinyl, vinyl kits. So and it only took me a few minutes. It probably took the water longer to boil than it did for me to actually work on the kit, to dunk it in the water. Because what happened is I dunked it in the water for 10 seconds, and then I took it out because of course it was steam and I didn't want to burn myself. I had it on some with the thongs, and the thongs that I used had the silicone hand, the silicone grip to it. So, and that type of silicone is not going to damage the doll. It's the very soft silicone that the silicone dolls are made from, that react with the vinyl of the dolls that we um use. So yeah, so that's what would happen in that way. But yeah, so it took me, I did that for I guess it was uh 3 times. 3 times I did it, and I didn't even let the head cool. in between. I just, dipped it in and held it in there for like 10 seconds or so. And then I took the head out and, then I put it back in. And I did that, like I said, about 3 times. I think I did it 3 or 4 times. And it worked like a charm. So I'm very happy about that. And yeah, so I'm going to reborn Kaya. So we have our honey who is waiting to have her hair. I what do you call it? I varnished her. So she's waiting. The hair should be here. I feel like a broken record. Any day now. Any day now. Along with our baby Kato. He's going to be rooted also. So we're waiting for his hair also. So that means that Honey, Kato, and who else is it that I have here? Honey, Kato, and uh-oh, there's a third. Who was I just working on? In any event, um I will be I'll have three dolls to root at one time, pretty much. So, but we will do Kato first, and then we will go ahead with our um. Is that is it Honey? Wow, why the name? I'm missing a name. I'm missing a name. Wow. Well, in any event, there will be three dolls that I have to uh get all together with you know rooted. So I'm very excited about that. And yeah, so I'm excited about that. And I have you may have seen in the short where um well, no, it was a live where I had purchased and opened up a number of kits. So I have a few kits that I will be reborning. And um yeah, so I'm having a very much enjoyable time. I will be listing them with prices after I've rooted their hair. Um, I do have layaway available with a non-refundable deposit, and then but of course I will root the dolls so you would clearly know what it is that getting. Um, and or if you want to just purchase the doll outright, after the doll is already rooted and what have you, you know, that might be something that you're interested in. If it's something that you're interested in, reach out to me and let me know, um, because the dolls will be available. And, so yeah, they will be available, but not Kato. Not Kato. Kato is in my collection. Kato is in my collection. And so yeah, Kato is in my collection. But yeah, so we have Honey and we have I don't know why the other name escapes me. Wow. I can't think of the other doll's name. Wow. Mm-mm-mm. Well, in any event, if you've been following me, you know. Ah, and this kit here, Kaya, the face looks like, it could be a boy as well. And I love the lips on Kaya. That's what made me want to get Kaya, because Kaya has some really lovely full lips that, you can really I think, really make look really nice. So yeah, Kaya, I don't know, might be a boy. Might turn out to be a boy. Yeah, might turn out to be a boy. Um, on the website, I'm not certain if they have Kaya listed as a boy or a girl, or if they don't mention at all. But nonetheless, I don't know. Kaya might be a boy. I might make Kaya a boy, and depending, so yeah. So that's the thing. So Kaya might just be a boy. And what I'm using my foundation color. I like to use this to kind of, get the kit going. And then I will go in with, a nutmeg. And I will more than likely go ahead, of course, in with the yellow ochre for the mid face to give that brightness that I like, because Kaya will have a deep skin tone as well. I believe will have a will have a deep skin tone. So I like to have that mid face with that golden light. I will show you I don't know, maybe that is honey over there. I'll show you her because I haven't varnished her yet. But she's finished because we did her nails, and we did, her details. We did her details. So she's done. I just have to varnish her. What I did with the other kits that I purchased, I primed them all. So, I washed them with the Dawn, and uh, let them, air dry a bit. And then I went over them with the 90% alcohol and let that flash off. And once that happened, then, I put them back in the bags. Because at that point, they're okay. They can go back in the bag, and nothing is going to happen, to them when you take them out. They're ready to reborn at that point. You'll look at them to make sure that there isn't anything on them, but, they're back in a clean plastic bag. And that kind of saves a little bit of that time, because you're going to have to prime the kit. So, so that. So you may as well, go ahead. And I know even, since I use this foundation color on, the kits, I could actually put the foundation color on ahead of time, um, until I'm ready to reborn. But I don't want to do that because I just don't want to do that. I have too many dolls, um, in various varying stages. So I don't want to do that. But yeah, so Kaya has some nice limbs, kind of slim limbs, but very nice. Very nice nail beds, hands and, feet. Uh, so I think that, he will be, yeah, I'm leaning really toward him being a boy. I really am leaning toward him being a boy, you know. So we're having this here. We have gotten one layer of the foundation color on our Kaya. And if Kaya is a girl's name, maybe I'll name him Kyle. Maybe I'll call him Kyle. I don't know. I like the name Kyle. It makes me think about Living Single. Kyle from Living Single. Yeah, I really liked his character. I really liked him. Really did. I liked him on Living Single. So we're at 15 minutes. And what we will do is um, I will, pause the video, do the rest off camera with the nutmeg color. Um, and then I'll be able to, come back and we'll have, um, a little bit more time to work with. So yeah, but yeah, I think I will make um, Kaya a boy. Yeah, I think so. I think Kaya can be a boy. I think he'll be a handsome boy. I'm gonna show you the other kit, and then I'll double check and look at the name. I don't know why. I don't know. The name escaped me. Pouncing down like this, you're getting off any of the excess paint. So this way you're able to pounce and get off anything excess. And because otherwise, if the sponge is still wet, you're just moving wet around. You're not pouncing off anything, you know. And the key is you want to um, be able to be able to move the paint. Ah, it's baby Cannon. For whatever reason, I couldn't remember Cannon's name. Wow. Okay, so Cannon is a boy. Yeah, Cannon is a boy, and he looks gorgeous. And his belly plate. Let's look at his belly plate. Let's get a look at his belly plate. Um, okay, I think his belly plate really looks nice. Um, I'm going to put a little bit deeper color over his woo-ha in here, but I think it looks very realistic. His navel looks really, really good. And I'm very pleased with the belly plate. You can still see some of the veining. You can see the shading and how it makes how it makes the breast tissue appear to be, you know, um, coming to the forefront and everything. So I think he came out very nice. I'm just going to put more color in here, because I was just kind of playing with shadows and colors and things like that. But I think, he came out, I think the belly plate really came out very nice. So I'm happy about that. And then I will go ahead and be able to, what do you call it? Varnish, do the texture and the varnish on him. That way he'll be ready. Everybody is going to seemingly be ready to be rooted like at the same time. Wow, it's going to be really, really funny. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video and come back. Okay, before we go into the yellow ochre or the skin tone layer, I'm thinking about, I'm debating, do I want to do the creases with Prisma pencils or do I want to do it with paint? I don't know. I'm thinking about the Prisma pencil because it kind of keeps the creases neat. Um, but I really have to I have to really kind of think about it because um I want to make sure that I can get it sharp, get the point sharp enough so that it looks good. I may have to use my electric sharpener to get the crease really, to get the point nice and sharp. So, yeah, I may have to do that because this doesn't seem like, well, maybe it is getting it sharp. I don't know. The other thing I wanted to do was to go over our baby Kyle or Kaya's face. Um, this kid has some lovely brows, brow ridge, and very expressive features. In the eyes and such a cute nose and those lips. Wow. Just such beautiful lips. And the ears are quite nice as well. So I don't know. I'm really leaning toward Kaya being Kyle, thinking this kid into a boy. Because I'm not certain if Kaya is a boy or a girl's name. I'm not certain or if it's a if it could be either way. I don't know. Um, but I do like this kit. I would not go into all of the, you know, um, creases because the more creases that you kind of do on the face, depending on where they are, may make the baby look as though he's frowning, that he's unhappy and that, so I don't think he's an unhappy baby. I think he's just, you know, a nice, quiet, expressive baby. So I'm looking, I'm thinking about using the Prismacolor pencil in light umber to do the creasing and then um or do I want to use the the paint. So, and then I also have powder, but the I don't know, the powder kind of is a little bit, I don't know, I find it a little bit messy. Now that crease color looks kind of nice. So I maybe will use this color because I don't want the creases. The crease color should be similar to the skin tone. It shouldn't be too far off from that because when you think about your own, creases on your body, they're not, very off from, your regular your complexion. So that's what I'm thinking about with our baby Kyle. And I think this, I really do. I like this color. I like this. I think I like this color. Um, and if I need to go deeper with the color, I can. But thus far, I like it. I like this color here for him. So creasing does take quite some time. I'm not going to torture you with all of the creasing. I shouldn't even say torture, but I'm not going to hold you back with all of the creasing. because it does take some time to do that. What I will do is I will go and crease him off camera, and I will end the video here and we will come back. I mean, but look at that face. Oh, isn't he just the most, he is just so handsome. Look at that face. Look at those lips, the little nose. He's just so, he looks like a peaceful, studious, he looks very studious to me. Well, I would like to say please do like, comment, subscribe, and share. And check out the live that I did of the giveaway that I won. Um, yes, so please do like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check out those videos, the lives, as well as the other videos that we have up and the shorts. Enjoy your day. Stay safe. Peace and blessings. Come back real soon.